We're live, but I don't have Nick's camera ready. Sorry, Nikki. I will get that right now. I got
Wow.
distracted.
Wow.
Oh no.
That's fine.
It happens.
Time
were
Time
talking
moves
about
differently in a
Cowboys.
shower.
I have officially experienced that heat, and I can tell you that it is disgusting. We were walking around Taipei, and I was like, "You can eat the air. Why can you?" Like, I was full
Oh
on.
no!
Like, it was full on like Pac-Man, like waka waka. You're like, hop,
Oh god!
That
Oh
sounds
god!
awful. I'm still not able to do that.
yeah.
To be
Not
honest, I
this.
was in Germany like the weekend just gone, and the heat was really, really bad. I'm pretty sure I almost got heat stroke. Like I was so bad.
I'm sure you were chewing on
but-
something in that Dokumi air.
But yeah, genuinely. But I was like, if I can't handle this, I definitely would not be able to handle Asian heat, because like that would F me up, because it's humid. I've heard.
Yeah, one of the days, it was like, what did it say? It said, "Oh, it's 36 degrees, feels like 43 at 96% humidity." I was like,
What's the point of numbers anymore? If that
Yeah.
could be true,
We're just lying.
Yeah,
We're just lying
like
now.
someone lied. Someone lied to her multiple
walked,
times.
We walked out so after we came back from Japan, we were back in we were in Taiwan for like 9 days, and when we the first day back, we got in late, so we went straight to the hotel, checked in, and it was like, get into bed straight away. Woke up that morning, I was like, oh god, it's so nice. Like, we've had a shower, like it's so cool and chill in the room, everything's great. walked down into the restaurant area, had our breakfast. Oh, like everything's wonderful. Had a nice little kind of iced coffee with myself. I was like literally so excited to like spend the day in Taipei, and walked out the door of like the two sliding doors as they opened. I was like, why are they wet? Like, geez, it's very early for them to be like cleaning the windows. No, it was just all the fucking humidity outside desperately trying to come into the hotel.
God.
We walked out and I was like, oh my God, it's a fucking wall of air. Like you are literally walking through. So kudos, Nikki. I don't know how, like other than air, like other than walking around, and I was that white guy walking around with an electronic fan on my neck and an electronic fan in my hand, and I'm just pointing at myself.
Yeah, I've done like the Southern California desert where it's like 100 degrees, so like Fahrenheit, and it's scary, but it's like also like so manageable because it's so dry.
Yeah.
It's incredibly dry. It's manageable, and like you're in a desert, so it's kind of cool. The vibes are cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, heat is scary. Someone should do something about that.
Someone should do something about that. We should like, it's something like I've heard like the globe.
We should workshop that.
We should like check that out or something. We should fix that.
Maybe
whoever's in charge of the globe, fix that. It's warming.
Yeah.
Also, hi everyone. We just.
Yes.
Yeah. We just been talking. Yeah.
Fully. But you know what? It's a nice way to walk in. They've walked into the humidity now.
HOTTOGO.
But yeah, no, it's good. It's good to be back. I missed 2 of these. Did I miss 2 of these? Yes, I did.
They definitely ran smoothly. And
someone who can count knows like how many. Definitely. Yeah.
No, it's as much fun as the my honeymoon was. It's I'm not going to say this out loud, but it's glad to be back playing TNT.
We're glad to have you back.
He's not watching the stream, so it's fine. I can get away with saying that.
Flip it.
Well, you know what? It's really good to have you back because I'm glad that you can introduce the stream and actually know what you're friggin' talking about.
Yes.
I'm sitting there like, what am I saying for this? Who is this? Who are we?
What do we do?
I swear to God, one time I was introducing the stream and I was just like, who am I actually?
Welcome to F4 basement, where like
literally.
It's like that's our name, right?
Yeah, we started that way. No, okay. We'll dive into it so we can get started because believe it or not, this is the longest I've gone without playing a TTRPG in like 5 years.
So Mama, kudos for saying that. Like, that's so brave of you. Yeah.
If you are joining us this evening for the first time, welcome to D8 Dungeon. This is Random DMs, one of our streams here. And we are a group of tabletop role-playing game enthusiasts, predominantly from Ireland, though one of us is not and is currently living in what we can only describe as humidity and hell, all wrapped into one thing. But we love writing stories, creating stories, and sharing them with people out there in the universe. And Random DMs is one of those where every session we are running the same adventure. We are running, and in this case, we are running the I was going to say the Lost Dragon of Fandelfer.
Dude, where's my dragon?
Dude, where's my dragon? The smell, yeah. The dragon,
that, like that book that Stitch reads in Lilo and Stitch, like the Lost Dock, but it's the Lost.
That's the next one we're going to do. Now, this time we are running the Dragon of Icespire Peak. And what makes this different? What makes this stand out? Well, every session it's a different DM. Every session, one of us takes the reins on the story, and everybody else takes a backseat as a player and doesn't have to do any work. And we just spend the next 2.5 hours messing up the DM's plans. If that sounds like a cup of tea, stick around. It's been fun. The last time, this is our second venture into it, and we're looking at the next one. There's a couple of other things that see. I'm rusty. Like it's been nearly a month. I'm rusty. A couple of things before we dive into the session tonight, and Dahi is taking over. What?
Did your camera? Oh, you're good.
Why gasp? Calm down.
Declan's camera disappeared for me. Never mind. I'll let you go. I got shot.
Uh, a couple of things to mention at the start. You want to check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. You can catch up with all of the other projects that we have got going. Every second Friday, we release a podcast called Romancing the Dungeon, and technically season 4. It's canonically season 3, but we're probably going to be saying season 4. Is kind of starting this Friday with a special short episode that's going to annoy people. Be out this Friday, and I'm really excited for it. It's going to annoy people. That's Romancing the Dungeon. We stream every second Monday here on Twitch, Beyond Horizon's Edge. That's the Monday coming. And starting very, very soon, we have the second season of Saving Grace, our gothic horror adventure. And every other Thursday, we have Ben and Declan on a roll. And Ben's been on a roll solo. Well, not solo. He's had guest Declan's take my place while I was away. And Ben is actually away for the month of July. So I'm running solo. So it's Ben who, Declan's on a roll. And please come back, Ben. I need you, and I am flubbing. But you can check out all our other stuff, and you can stay up to date with what we're doing and how to get involved. I do want to mention some friends of the show that have given us a wonderful, wonderful discount. If you are in the need, mood, or desire / want for some dice, then we recommend you check out Mystery Dice Goblin, UK-based store that deals in all sorts of TTRPG goodies and accessories. They ignited my passion for buttons and pins, which is really annoying because I was like, I don't need another thing to waste money on. But now my tote bag for work, my lunch bag, is literally surrounded in D&D pins and badges, which is just insane. And I brought so many back as well from Japan and Taiwan that I was like, great, these are all for my lunch bag. I'm a 8-year-old girl.
The heaviest lunch
That's
bag.
so heavy. They're really, really strong 8-year-olds.
Yeah. And so if you use the code D8 at the checkout, you'll get 15% off your order, and we get a portion of those sales, and they come back that helps us pay for artists, pay musicians, and just create more content. So it's a win for a business, it's a win for you, and it's a win for us. And the last thing I have to mention is we have an event coming up at the end of July, beginning of August, the August Bank Holiday weekend if you're based in Ireland or the UK. Our annual charity stream is back, D8 Dungeon Drive. And we are really, really excited to bring it back this year because we are raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. So all proceeds over the course of the 2 days are going to go directly to the PCRF. There will be tons of prizes to give away as always. And we've more games running this year than we have the last couple of years because the amount of people that want to get involved and want to run things is overwhelming in a good way. It's like positively overwhelming. So we've added an extra slot to both days to facilitate that. So there's more games happening on the systems. I can't go into much. So far there isn't a single game of D&D on the table, except for the Friday night. Everybody seems to be so far running loads of other kind of one-page TTRPGs or completely different systems. So it's a chance to see other systems in action, to see some of your favorite DMs and players all get behind an amazing cause. And this is kind of a shout-out / a call-out to, if you're watching this and you're involved in an actual play, a podcast or a stream, or you're a TTRPG content creator in some shape or form. This is a call out on the Friday night. So I think it's the 2nd of August is the Friday, if I got that correct. Yes, it is. 2nd of August is a Friday. We are laying down the gauntlet, effectively. And we are organizing a PvP tournament. And we will give bragging rights to the winner. So you will be the first winner of what we hope is an annual tournament. And we want you to put your best PC or NPC forward against other podcasts and other streams and their characters. And we're going to be using 5e, and if you use Pathfinder or you use Daggerheart or you use another system, you're more than welcome to map that character over in whatever way best fits them for 5e. And it will be a battle, like a battle royale. So Smash Bros meets the Hunger Games, because where does the charity come into this? Well, everybody's going to start at the same level. Everybody's going to be level 10, but nobody starts with any of the equipment that their character has in the show. If you want extra feats, you want loads of magical items, you want to go in with the best armor, well, then you need to rally your supporters and they need to start donating, because the more donations you get, the more well armed you go into the battle. And I will say this: there are more folks from Australia currently signed up than there is from the Irish, UK, EU TTRPG sphere. There's off the top of my head, I think 4 or 5 players that Emily from Fate's Grip has wrangled and wrestled up and are putting their PCs forward for the PvP tournament. So I think we could do better than that. I think.
I mean, if we get one Irish person in, like that's 5 people that you're dividing the fans of Australia towards.
Yeah, exactly.
Just one Irish person.
Direct all your rage against them.
Every Irish person just vote for them.
Yeah, just donate to the one Irish person. Just stick them up.
It's Eurovision rules all over again.
Except this time we can vote for ourselves.
Yes. So if that sounds like something you want to get involved in, then you can reach out to us on social media at D8 Dungeon. You can drop us an email, d8dungeon@gmail.com, or you can just message me or us here on Twitch, whatever way works best for you. Okay. Or if you want more information about the charity event, the stream, you want to get involved in it, you want to play, our applications for GMs and stuff is closed. And applications to play will go out hopefully Tuesday next week. There was a kind of a pre-sign up before June, and those people that signed up early will get first dibs on Monday, and then any available spaces will go to people after that then to fill the games. And I promise you there are some absolutely insane games currently in the pipeline, so don't miss out. So if you're available the weekend of the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of August, we'd love for you to get involved, or even just to check us out. I said that was the last thing. There's actually one other thing to mention. Sorry, because this is a soft launch. You can consider this a soft launch. We finally got everything kind of sorted on Twitch. With who we are, what we do, what we're all about. And you can now subscribe to us. You can now subscribe to D8 Dungeon over here on Twitch. We're in the middle of getting emotes and stuff made and all the other stuff that comes with this. But you can now sub wait, no, why did I that start? Sorry, as I said that sounded filthy as I said it. Like in my mind, you can now sub.
Do you know what? I had the Twitch open and I saw the gift 1 sub thing, and I was just like, oh, this is just me being on Twitch. I didn't even realize that. Oh, that's so nice. Congrats.
Yeah. So we got it sorted just in time for the charity stream and stuff. So yeah. Okay, that's so. If you have a spare sub lying around, you can throw it at us. But that's it. I'm done. Dahi, over to thee for some shenanigans.
Stunning. I just cheers with like I hope it's the first bits that the channel has gotten.
It is the first bits.
First bits.
I literally only had 8 bits left. I'm number 1 in the bits the bits leaderboard with 8.
Hang on. I'm gonna see if
are we all start fighting over bits?
Oh.
So we'll head into it.
Mm.
So, as the midday sun hangs over Neverwinter, the city ablaze with crowds and its usual hubbub, we follow a familiar Air Genasi as he is weaving through the markets of Neverwinter. He's just about to leave after what feels like maybe a little bit too long at the markets. Declan, what do you think Oster got up to for the last 4 hours of the market? What do you think might have taken him so long?
Oh, that's actually easy. He was haggling. Well, it's his version of haggling. So he feels he was underpaying, so he was trying to
to pay more.
Yeah, he was, but not like, oh, here's a gold for thing. It's that thing of like you were saying, like 3 copper pieces for like a bushel of brown bulb shrooms. No. Like there's a person like 1 street over, and they charge 5 copper pieces, and he's trying to put the money into this little old lady's hand, and she's very confused as to why the gentleman wants to pay. Yeah, so it's
she's just kind of taking the 5 copper pieces, just like, but they're only 4 copper pieces, my child.
Inflation, and like I just I consider it a tip, and like he's desperately trying not to take the change off of her. Like if she's trying to bundle like the money back into his hand, like he's doing everything he possibly can. Like he's sleight of handing her, like he's putting it on the counter, like he's looking for a tip jar. And he's done this to every vendor. Like it's that, and I'm not saying they all are like a group. They know him. Like this is the market that he kind of go to, and he just feels that like, well, he's all for like a good bargain, but like not at the expense of like a hardworking market stall or a vendor or a tradesperson. No, like I pay what it's worth, and I feel like it's worth 5 copper pieces. So
well, thank you very much. Again, I guess. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Oster. Maybe I'll put the prices up to what you think what they're worth this time. And she's just kind of like, what? This kid is nuts. I'd like to think that perhaps on your way back, you were on time heading back because you maybe would have accounted for your haggling. So that would have been like a couple hours. Maybe perhaps one of your regular store owners couldn't get his stall like up and together. And so, of course, Oster may have offered his helping hand to like is holding up
100%. Yeah, like the 2 poles, like the kind of the holes that they would set into, have just gotten loose. So he's currently propped up, like arms kind of fully kind of splayed out, and he's just holding up these 2 poles with like the tarp.
Absolutely. Over, I want you to give me just a Constitution saving throw for it, just to see how long you can stand still like that. But in however long it's been, they do come and help. Like somebody who comes and helps and actually props them back up again.
That's a 16.
Cool. You spent an hour propping up these poles, holding up this tarp, and you notice this vendor. His name is Jimmy, and you're used to this man. He sells like fruits and apples and oranges and all that kind of stuff. And his grandson comes by and sees what's going on and sees it. It's just kind of like, again, Oster, thanks again for helping Granddad. But look, I'll get the poles. He's not able to carry them out the back, so I'll look after that. You rest your arms now.
No, the trick really is actually it's all in the legs. So if you, I mean, I can't even really feel these. And he's now kind of like just hopping, like it's that thing of like he's throwing his weight to like his left leg, and then he's trying to compensate with the tarp then to kind of like just make sure that like I'm trying not to like just watch if the sun gets on these, they it can kind of cause the skin to discolor a little bit. So I'm just trying to,
well, look, I'll get the pulse. You and as he's like propping it up, the old man has actually like put a couple of fruits into your basket.
Oh, Jimmy, you're too good. You're too good, Jimmy. Jimmy, you're too good. That's do I know like what's it worth? Like,
oh, it's about like 4 copper.
Okay,
like 4 copper for like the amount of fruit that he's given. He's given quite a bit.
Okay. Yeah, it's Jimmy. and he's kind of like just like trying to do that kind of like magician thing, one hand going, "Oh, you're too good,"
Yeah.
while the other hand is counting out 4 copper pieces in his pocket. Uh,
But all this while, Jimmy is just like literally like waving you off and shushing you. It's like, oh no, 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 just no, young fella, no, just you're always helping me out. Go, go, go. And he's doing that very like Irish old man of like, no, go on, go home, go on, go.
I'll
And
get you,
I
Jimmy.
assume that's part of the time that you spent
Yeah.
away is trying to give this man money again. You head back then with your take from the markets. And we find our adventurers back in the Bard's Quill. Deceit is painting one of Fung's attendant snails. Aka has seemingly silently excused herself from the group for some reason or another, but who knows with her, to be honest. What is everybody else up to? Gideon, what is Gideon up to right now? It's about midday right now.
He's probably going over his notes from his presentation again to see if Macy's like, oh, we got done. No. Oh, I forgot to bring up this part. Okay, oh no. And he's like, okay, he's like kind of mumbling to himself. It's like, okay, next time we gotta bring this up. I was like, maybe I need some lights. And he's like pondering the possible presentation of his next talk. Yeah.
Love. I do love that he's like, there's definitely parts in his notes where he's gone like, oh, I needed to be more elaborate about this bit, and I needed to like
I didn't exposit enough.
Very that.
Yeah.
And Fung, what is Fung up to this afternoon?
Interpretations for all you. She's like, that's not right. Refer notes. And it's like, discrepancy. Mark down. Just more discrepancy. Mark down. And then she's like mumbling to like, think your head. Once I get to tell my story, I will tell nothing but the truth. But it's all her extremely biased point of view.
I love it. So she's fact-checking.
Fung's truth.
Yes. Fact-checking with her own truth.
She only speaks her truth.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love it.
I love how we've all like secretly independently been journaling this entire time, and none of us has role played our actual characters in situ journaling.
Actually,
we're all posthumously journaling.
Oster has.
Oster has, but that makes sense.
And is always clipping magazine clippings out and scrapbooking and all that stuff. And to be fair, Deceit is very often writing notes for their one-person plays, which are just accounts of what's happened.
Yeah, I did say Gideon does have his journal, so
grandiose lies, of course.
Yes.
So Deceit is just sitting there painting one of the attendant snails, the one that Deceit has decided is on break. Deceit is just taking over these people. Oster finally returns from the markets. You get in the door. You see everybody kind of checking their notes or painting nails, and no sign of Maka.
Wow. So
you're back.
You didn't really have to.
Oh, fruit! Gideon will walk over and like immediately start taking like.
Fruit
out of the basket.
That needs to be boiled. Okay.
No, it doesn't. He takes another really big bite. Whatever it is.
Wow. Okay.
He's a growing boy. He's a strong boy. He'll be fine. I'm sure.
I'm 37.
Okay. I maybe some hot tea will cook it in your stomach. I Deceit. I really love that you tried to tidy. It's.
No, they didn't.
I did. I definitely did. Nobody asked you, Gideon. I definitely did try to tidy, and by that I mean I commanded certain people to tidy.
Yes.
But welcome back. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna put these down, and Are Fung? Are your friends? Are they still in the back kitchen?
Yes, they are. And did you purchase the confectionaries I asked you to buy? Those
Uh,
those flat round cakes that is all the rage in Faerun.
yes, I. Well, I didn't get them per se. I did one better. I
Are you
bought
going
the
to bake them?
recipe. Yes, I bought the recipe. I found the recipe. Now, okay, it's not the exact recipe, but I think just through some trial and error and Fung, your absolutely judgmental tongue, that between us, that's a compliment. Uh, we can crack that secret recipe. So
Hmm.
if your friends are quite finished redecorating my kitchen, why don't I get started on those? And I can just, and he's going to try and slip. He's trying not to look at just how cluttered and disorganized and just,
The
I mean,
messy, the
there's
whole
half,
place
yeah, there's like a
is.
half a stage place, like still sort
Uh-huh.
of sitting in one corner.
Mhm.
There's
And
moths everywhere.
yeah, he's just, yeah, he's just he's full on deep, like I was like, okay, remember they're your friends and you can't be mad at your friends. And he's just going to
Never. He's like, oh, watch your step. You're about to step on a moth.
okay, I'm so sorry.
Giddy pulls out like a little piece of chalk and draws a circle around. He's like, don't step there.
Okay.
Just one. That's where that moth lives now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's that moth space.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna like try his best to like kind of sidestep and like finagle his way through like this, like the Bard's Quill is not a popular tavern. Like even in his parents' time, it was, you know, it had its
No.
regulars, it had its locals. There's a lot of Fung's attendants, like a
Yep.
lot of them. So he's a little overwhelmed because he doesn't know how to prepare and like take care of this many people.
Yeah.
So he's preparing on top of the uh, little sweet discs for Fung. He's also like, it's just been stews like for the last couple of nights. It's just been huge pots of like stews, and he's running out of recipes.
Deceit has just like enchanted some little like instruments to stay manicuring the nails of the couple of attendants that Deceit has stolen one by one from the kitchen. So they are just like,
A salon is slowly forming.
Yeah, Deceit is helping Oster by taking them out of the kitchen and into the salon. And now they're
and they can't do anything in the kitchen for another hour because their nails are dry.
Exactly.
They have to go like this.
It's like I've got the mind of a mastermind. And Fung, if you notice that none of your attendants that are over there, and now they're all just not wearing their gloves, so they just have fresh nails on, and they're just like.
I see you are arming my entourage with weapons that they can carry without the need for sheathing.
Exactly. And they can conceal them in their gloves. I'm so smart. That was definitely the purpose of this. They say hiding like the really extravagant set they did for themselves. Just like the really delicate, extravagant set they did for themselves as they like sidle over to the stage while everybody's like distracted.
Look, one has just like bunnies, like literally.
Yeah.
Bunnies.
One is a set of moths for Gideon.
Oh my god.
He's like, I can't throw these. What are you doing?
But look at them, they're so pretty.
But what are they for?
They're for aesthetics, my darling.
Okay, I have no use for that. Thank you.
That's fair, I can tell. As Oster settles back in, making the little pastries, and I'm sure is Fung helping out with that, or shrewdly going over the recipe and trying to decide, or is it that kind of thing where Oster is like, no, I need my kitchen by myself? Is it very that?
Yeah, he the kitchen has been his like one. I mean, he's given his room to Fung's attendants. Like the kitchen, his kitchen is
Fair.
like his one. Like it's his private space. So
Perfect.
he'll prepare and then like slot them out to Fung. It's that thing of like, here's
Perfect.
food's just currently going out.
Perfect. As Oscar settles back in and everybody's doing their little things still, Deceit has once again set up the stage for a little play.
No.
They say, Gideon, my love, I'm so glad you reminded me of that strange fellow we accompanied to the mines. In his fashion, I'd like to recount the moment our journey took an emotional turn. Some sentimental guitar music starts playing out of nowhere. Wind blows through the tavern. A tumbleweed hits across the middle of the tavern and bounces from one side to the other.
The tumbleweed is just made of moths.
It's just exactly. The Deceit has hired them. Deceit flicks their large Stetson hat up from their vision and points a finger across the stage. There's only room in these mines for one of us. Punk. Gunshot noise. And in a flash of light, you all remember the mountains looming overhead. Twilight settles in. The forests around you darken ahead. You see what looks like bodies strewn about the path ahead. What do? We're back in the past.
We're so back.
We're so back. You're accompanying Don John, whatever his surname is. I know he has one, but I keep losing it.
Don John.
Don John
Don
Johnson.
Don John Raskin. You're accompanying Don John Raskin through the forests to get to the Mountain's Toe gold mine. I keep
we're doing toe. It's toe time. Yeah.
It's toe time. I keep going to call it the Golden Toe Mountain Mine, which is the opposite way around.
That's Mountain's Toe gold mine.
Yeah, it's a Mountain's Toe gold mine. Goodness. So you're heading towards the Mountain's Toes for free. The Mountain's Toes gold
No,
mine.
for gold.
For gold. And you're with Don John Raskin, and ahead of you, you see what looks like bodies, about 5 to 6 bodies strewn.
Hold, partners. It seems we have stumbled upon and then lifts up her cowboy hat. Kerfuffle.
Where did you get that hat?
I've always had it on me.
Oh my goodness! Deceit is wearing a full corseted dress and is like got like hair as high as the heavens.
Updo.
The higher the hair, the closer the higher the hair, the closer to the gods. And like they're full cinched, corseted in this huge dress and have like a fan. I wish I had my own fan with me, but I don't. Ralph, if you could for me, if you have
Fuck, where'd it go? My really busted up fan.
Thank you. And it's very like that. And
Yeah.
they just start fanning themselves. These look like dead individuals.
Well, yeah, they just died. Did they just die? Gideon's gonna
No,
inspect the bodies.
No, you can have a look. You can make me an medicine check. Anybody who wants to can make a medicine check.
All right.
Medicine.
Oster's kind of gonna just step forward and
Nice
like
talk.
just like with all the kind of the confidence and bravado of like a macho kind of cowboy. Like he's wearing like you know those little bowler hats. Like he's wearing one of those
Hell yeah.
and a neckerchief, and like chaps. Like and he like it's that thing of like he full on like John Wayne kind of like the shoulders are doing most of the walk, and he just well that's a bit of a ruckus, and there's just kind of a but he spits down himself. Like, and then he's just gonna turn. He's just gonna turn to Deceit, and he's just gonna be. I don't like the taste of this Deceit. And I know you're saying it's part of who I am, but and he's just gonna start like kind of like.
Oh God!
I don't like. He's just gonna scrape it and like just flick it down.
Deceit just like kind of crunches up the fan and just kind of like slaps towards him. Doesn't slap, but I was just like, you need to get into it. Come on, we gotta. And they flip out the fan again, and it's just like.
Anyway, I got a 16.
I also got a 16.
Okay, cool.
We're role playing. Okay. It's
Well, we're
called a
rolling.
role-playing game. Okay.
We're over here doing something entirely different. CSI Faerun over to the one side. Oh gosh.
I don't think we're in Faerun anymore. Very bad. A tornado comes through. No, I'm kidding. 16, you guys notice. It was an investigation check, yeah?
Medicine.
Medicine, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I did
Same
say
value for
medicine.
me.
You will notice that these people after like kind of combing through them and having a look, you'll notice that any sort of wounds on them, there doesn't seem to be very many wounds. Any of them that are on the bodies are frozen over, like the blood is completely frozen. There looks like some claw marks and bite marks, but mostly these people died due to extreme cold. You look around and this is kind of at the base of the mountain, so it's not super cold here. It is like probably coming into winter. Did we establish what season this was in?
No, we did not.
No.
It's coming
This is
into the
season
winter.
Okay.
We're coming into the winter. Let's just say that.
Is it very obvious that their blood is like frozen just from looking over the body?
Very much so. From your medicine check, from like having a look, you as somebody who has fought and had gotten your own fair share of wounds, they don't just like freeze like that. Even from being like, even a body left out in the cold wouldn't freeze like that. It looks unnatural. There looks like there's like little crystals and peaks of like icy blood. These people look like they were killed by extreme cold, possibly magical cold. You're not sure.
So
is there like melted water around nearby, like it's thawed recently, or like do they
that's strangely enough the bodies, from what you can tell with your medicine check, Gideon, they've probably been here for a couple of days, but they have not thawed at all. It's like unsettlingly cold. And they're very cold, like they have like a very, very cold aura kind of off them when you touch them, and even like before you touch the bodies. Don John turns to you all and says, well, folks, I think part of the job might be taken care of already. I did hear some orcs live up here.
Are the people orcs?
Yes, they were all orcish, of orcish descent. They look as if they were probably, most of them that have fallen are fallen towards you, so it's very likely they were running away.
Wait, so these are miners, I'm guessing. These
you
orcish
don't see any mining equipment on them, but you can give me I suppose with the medicine check you are checking over the bodies. They just look like maybe orcish civilians. Some of them have swords and axes, maybe to defend themselves, but one or two of them just look like civilians.
So Feng is gonna, how she did her medicine check is that she's just gonna crouch down dramatically, flipping her Clint Eastwood poncho over one shoulder, reach down and pick up a bit of the bloodied ice, and then taste it and goes, it seems that they were given, and then I look dramatically over at Gideon, the cold shoulder.
What?
Oscar's gonna.
I stand dramatically.
Yeah,
Giddy stands up. He's like, "Wait, why am I wearing a poncho?"
Huh?
Oh.
Oscar is gonna like just kind of look at kind of Deceit and then at Don John, and just be like, "Are these like the? Didn't we encounter orcs before that were fleeing?"
We did.
Did some of them
didn't they say they were
mine?
Didn't they say they were fleeing from Cryovane, the dragon?
So you're saying the dragon is here in this cave?
Or about.
So I mean, they're a few days old.
That's it. The dragon might have passed through here a few days ago and killed these people. Do we know what kind of dragon it is?
I haven't heard any tell of it. So
I don't even know if I heard the name. Let's say I didn't say that.
Yeah, no one has like named the dragon so far.
Yeah, but we know it's a blue dragon, right? Because we saw it that very first session. So
yes,
we know
we saw it like really far away though.
Wait, white, because white is ice, blue is lightning. I keep forgetting.
I think we do know it's a white dragon. People would probably have said so too.
Yeah,
sure.
Because if there's a dragon sighted around, you probably know what color it is because you want to look for the big thing of that.
The
type
big
and run
white, the
away.
white thing in the sky.
Yeah. They're called clouds.
No, they're called they're called Boeings.
Boeing 747s. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys travel for another, I'd say, about a mile or two before you kind of see the foot of the mountain, the toe, if you will. And I would need people to give me perception checks. Perception check time. Deceit's going to do it too, but they're going to give themselves disadvantage because they don't care.
11. 11.
That's a 14.
That one, Deceit is fully monologuing on the card.
It's like, oh, I hope the sheriff doesn't mind.
Yeah. They're fully in character. They've actually cast Disguise Self on themselves, and they are now this big buxom woman, and they're like, oh my goodness, Sheriff. You've come just in time to save us from this dragon. And like they're just fully in character. What we get?
11.
14.
11, 14.
Fung and I are like
Y'all
on the
don't
same
really
wavelength.
notice anything going on above. You just notice maybe like the opening to you see like the opening to a mine. Oh wait, you say 14?
Yes. Yeah.
Declan?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I thought I had written a 15. I wrote 14. You succeeded. You do, however, see a mine shaft opening. Those kind of wooden beams are very like telling of a mine shaft opening. And Don John kind of like elbows you and just says like, that's the mine up ahead. And you, Oster, see two figures standing in front of the mine on either sides of the posts. They don't look fully humanoid. They look like people, but they're quite short. They're about maybe 5 foot tall. They're like not short, but not super tall. And they're covered in fur, like mottled pieces of fur. And like, they look like humanoid rats is the best way you can describe
We've got company. I drew my pistol, which is my longbow.
I was about to be like, do I get a gun? Just a revolver.
So Oster's kind of got to just kind of like, again, full on like hand signal, like hold up, pause, eyes point up at the figures. You all want to stall your wagons. I spot 2 varmints, and he's just going to kind of point up, and he's going to get real low.
He's like, why is everyone talking this? And why do every time I throw this hat off my head, it reappears on my head? So see, look,
why don't we keep getting the hat back?
Don John, you didn't happen to hire somebody else to guard the mine?
I didn't hire nobody. I didn't want to hire you guys in the first place, but the company back in Neverwinter made me.
Oh.
I would have come up here by myself. I'm not scared. Did you say I'm scared?
No.
I'm telling you, I'm not scared.
People who aren't scared don't say they aren't scared.
So you're saying those 2 individuals are not your workers?
I don't think so. I didn't hire anybody else. Y'all were expensive enough. Let's just put it at that.
I cocked my pistol, which is me drawing the arrow.
So Fung is at the ready. Does anybody want to give me a survival check?
Oh.
Well,
me.
Oh.
I did.
Oster is gonna, because we don't know who they are.
True.
Oster is just going to kind of like maybe cut away from the pack and just kind of like this is a move he learned from Deceit. It's called Deception. And he's gonna try and deception people. He doesn't know the actual like he's just going. It's just Deceit told him that like
we haven't conjugated verbs with him yet.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
no.
He's not there with them yet. So I'm gonna do a deception on them, and then they're gonna get deceptioned.
Okay.
So yeah, he's gonna try and rock up.
Okay. What did you roll on the survival, Gideon?
Just a 12.
I rolled 19.
12. A 19 on survival.
Yeah.
I would say disadvantage for you since you're kind of knocked your arrow ready.
Fair
You know what I
enough.
mean? Like you're kind of not really focusing on it.
3.
Yeah, sorry. Gideon, you get the sense you kind of take a little bit of a look around and you see a very beaten track to your right that seems to curve around, and it's like heavily laden with boot prints as well. We have
Recent.
Oster heading up. Are you giving your best mosey? How are we moseying up there?
So yeah, he's gonna. It's the first thing he's doing is he's doing that whole like full shoulder walk, and then he was like, "Wait a minute, no! Every good deception starts with deceptioning yourself." So then his walk kind of softens, and now he's just kind of like
Is he limping?
it's sort of like a happy kind of like
Have you stepped on a nail?
um what time is it early morning like
Oh no, it is
Like twilight.
Like it
Oh.
is like it is actually just hitting dusk now. Like it's getting dark.
New moon.
he's just gonna holler out, like he's just gonna full on, like he's not gonna like he's not trying to like I'm not trying to highlight the others behind me at all. He's gonna do a deception on this. It's gonna go real good because he stayed under deceit. They'd never lie
Hell
to
yeah.
him.
Never. It's not in their name at all.
So he mighty fine evening, gentle, because he doesn't know what they are, folks. This here be the Gold Toe Mountain Mine, Mountain Toe Gold Mine.
I mean, that's what it says up there. Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Patrick T. McGuffin, and I'm here to see if I could interest you fine folks in some apples.
Not the apples. The apples are back.
Gideon's gonna hide in a bush.
Anybody who's in the cart, if y'all want to give me stealth checks, or if you're being stealthy, give me a stealth check. If you're not, don't.
Oh, I am not.
I am.
Oscar, give me a deception check at advantage, please.
Deception. Oh, great. That's just a straight 0.
Woohoo!
Very trained, very well trained.
Okay, so a 10 or a 9.
Oh, so they kind of look at you and they're just like, let me. Oh, I'd say they have a. Yeah. Both of them look at you, look at each other, look at you, and just kind of say, I think maybe Celine will know what to do with you. Yeah, Celine might know what to do with you.
Oh,
Do you have more people over? Did you roll a stealth check, Gideon?
Yeah, I got 17.
Okay. Oh yeah. No. They see you all over there. One of them does. Just says, "You have more people over there. Have you come to take our mine? You've come to take our mine.
No,
no.
no.
You've come to take our mine, have you? Oh, you've come to take our mine.
Is it an apple mine?
Maybe Celine should see you. You're kind of stupid. She's really smart. She might know what to do with you.
Well, I'm happy to talk business with any body.
Give me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
This is not like it's just and give it to me at advantage.
Okay, so 13 or a 6.
I don't even know what to roll against this, to be honest, because it's kind of making it up in my head. Because what I'm going for here is you're so stupid to them that I'm trying to see, do they feel sorry for you?
I'll take that.
Roll for pity.
Roll for pity, yeah.
You know what? You succeeded. They rolled really badly on insight. They just think you're really stupid.
Oh, Oster thinks he's done the best job ever. Like Oster thinks, like as in he full on turns around at one point and does 2 big thumbs up.
Deceit is like,
and he's like,
and as you turn around, Deceit just goes, He's so dead. I'm really glad. He was so nice, but he's definitely going to die. Um, are the rest of your people? Are the rest of your people like you?
I'm over
Apple
point
Associates. Yes.
longbow.
We all work for the orchard.
We were for Apple.
We work for Apple. And he's just gonna like kind of let out a whistle. And he's just gonna shout, "They bought it! They bought apples!" And he's gonna start waving over.
I guess I'll walk out with my longbow drawn. I'm gonna go. Tell us your names, or else stuff your gut full of lead.
Well, having arrows made of lead would be really silly because lead is very soft.
Also really heavy.
We just thought you were all stupid, like your friend, and you're selling apples. I think, maybe, but he's probably lying. What's happening here? We're so confused. Maybe we should just get Zelene. We should just get her. We're probably just going to get our leader, our boss.
You
Did I
do
get
that.
spotted? Have I been spotted?
Yeah, fully. Like they pointed all of you out.
So well. Getting like pulls like
They rolled a
like
19
a giant camouflage shag rug over his face. It's like, oh, fine. We'll saunter over.
Yeah, they kind of say like, all of you just maybe follow us. Leave your cart out here, and the one in the tarp too. He can come with us. And they're pointing at you, Gideon. That's how they saw you.
He's like, rats. Oh,
the one in the blanket of moss.
Yeah.
So you all head into the mines. Do we have our visual
We do.
for the map?
We do.
Oh,
Come on, guys, we have visuals. Look at us. We're so
Visuals, and I even remembered to do Nikki's camera on this one.
Woohoo.
Oh, look at that.
Cute. So you guys are now at the west entrance, and you're
Wait, how do I
entering
see this
M1.
visual?
Huh?
where do I go to see the?
Oh, the stream.
It should be on the stream. I can pop it into chat for you, Nikki, if you want.
Oh yes, I do have the stream pulled up, but it's on another computer, so I'm gonna be doing that a lot.
That is totally fine. I can just send. I took a screenshot of it. I can just send it into the Discord if that helps you.
Oh yeah, that would be best. So everything's on one screen for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're heading into through the west entrance, and you're heading in through the doors of M1. As you're kind of walking in, Don John is kind of at your sides, just kind of like, I don't know about these folks. I kind of need these mines to be clear so I can, get them back up and running again. But if we could maybe convince them to get out of here. Also, where are the miners? This is very concerning.
Are the miners not usually rats?
I mean, look, I don't know how this place works. Maybe, but not in my experience, kid. Not in my experience.
Don't call me kid.
Okay, kid. And then he big walks in. And he spits tobacco and it pings off some gold or something. Stupid.
Some gold. He's like, oh, hey, there's gold on the ground.
I mean, it is a toe mine. Sorry, a gold mine.
There's a toe. I'm going to start mining some toes.
Put a stop to that. I put it for squashing that one.
Hey, they named it. They named it that. That's not my fault.
They did. So you're heading into M1. This is they're kind of leading you to the east through a little door, and they lead you down into M4.
Can I try and slip away on the
absolutely give me
what
a
I see
stealth check.
passes way? Yeah. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm good at this apparently. 17 again.
Absolutely, yeah. You slip away. Which way are you headed?
I want to head north.
Deceit is slipping away with you.
Oh.
They rolled a 17 also.
Why are you following me?
Deceit is completely silent and is very kind of like hugging the walls. It's very Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove, but like they're being really silent and really like sneaking.
Oster, all the while, is explaining to these guards all the benefits and functions of an apple.
Excellent.
He's moved past food-based uses, and now just talking about how, like, you can launch an apple, you can not launch the apple. It can be a paperweight.
You can carve a little face on it.
You can carve faces,
and it'll shrink and get brown, and it'll look really gross.
And at one point, Fung will just interject with saying, "It's good for putting on heads of people to test your archery skills because there is lives at stakes."
Yes, though you can also just put it on a wooden post if you don't want to accidentally shoot somebody in the head. You can put it in. You can, it can be a topic of conversation. Like, look, here's an apple.
Conversation. The conversation apple.
It could be a topic of conversation.
He is
use of an apple.
He's full on winging it as much.
And you can ferment it.
You can use it as an eye prosthetic. That's where the term "apple of my eye" came from.
I mean, I'd consult a doctor for that, but yes, you possibly could jam that into an eye socket.
Yeah, the two of them are just stone-faced, like not even like barely replying, just like and they're just kind of like.
Sure.
Do they think like
1,000-yard stare?
Is it that thing of like where, like, I don't know if you had this when you were in school, but sometimes they would send out the kids to like sell raffle tickets to like their neighbors so the schools get a new and like that one kid would show up who'd like start. Is that what's happening here, where they've just taken pity on Oster and they think that
absolutely
he's on some sort of like Apple-based program? And like you were all his assistants taking care of him as he tries to sell apples.
It's kind of like these were-rats. Like, firstly, they're probably not the most intelligent creatures in the world, but they think Oster genuinely believes he's selling apples, but they don't believe that he's selling apples. They think you believe that. They think you lied to yourself so well. They think they think Oster is really
it worked.
stupid.
Oster is really good at this.
Yes. Oster has actually lied to himself in this so much that he has deceived himself. He's full on deception himself. Like, the
thing is, that's it. Like, the deception did not work on them, but they took pity on you because they're like, oh god, we need to get him. Like, we need to get him to safety. He's going to die out here.
Someone find an adult.
Somebody find an adult for this man baby. He's really stupid, and we need to make sure he doesn't be near sharp objects.
Also, the question: do we know what? Is Fung able to figure out what creatures they are?
Give me a nature check.
Oh boy! Oh my god! It almost landed on 19. It rolled to a 1.
No clue. Actually, no, you do know what these are. You're so sure. You know that these are
dogs.
Mole people. They are mole. They're the secret mole people that live in Faerun. You were told about these once.
Not the secret mole people.
They're the secret mole people that have
the Faerun's conspiracy theorist board.
No, not the flat Faerun.
The only two people with any kind of brains have left, and you've left two stupid.
That's why we left.
She believes in the flat tutorial.
Yeah,
I fully believe I'm selling apples.
Yes,
and I will kill you.
These are the secret mole people that are controlling the government. They're the two people who have been sent in here.
I saw it on the Faerun notice board when I first arrived in this continent, and she believes it.
Why else would you put information on a notice board? You wouldn't just make something up and put it out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how.
You think people would do that? Just get on a notice board and lie?
Yeah.
I never do that. Meanwhile, it was deceit putting the mole people conspiracy theories onto the notice board to try and trick people. Which direction did you head, Gideon?
I was heading north towards like M5 and M6, I think. Yeah.
Cool. How careful is Gideon being?
Oh, super, super duper careful.
Cool. What is your passive perception again?
16.
16. Okay, that's enough to see it. You notice that in the hallway between M1 and M5, that like north stretch, there are like kind of bone chandeliers like dangling from the ceiling. They're kind of like in lines. Just give me a little survival check just to kind of identify them. I'm sure Gideon would probably understand what these are.
This smells like a trap of some description or like an alarm. That's not great. That's a 7.
7. That's what you think. They could be a trap or an alarm. You're not sure which, and you're not sure how to particularly not set them off.
It's like a bone chandelier. Okay. While still hiding, Gideon is going to use. He's gonna bend over. He's gonna open up his steel screen box, and he's gonna take like a handful of his moth. And he's gonna go check those out, and he's gonna have them go fly over to like mess with it to activate it to see what happens. And he's going to use his new Swarm Keeper magic spell, Mage Hand.
Oh, fun. So you can use the swarm like a mage hand.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. They jingle and rattle and kind of rattle all the way up the 8-foot ceiling and kind of echo through the cave. We'll cut away from Gideon and into M4, where these two guards are dead behind the eyes listening to Oster talk about the uses of apples in conversation. Scattered about this cave are pickaxes, shovels, and other mining tools. You can see 4 giant rats in the northern section of the cave, all feasting on something. And in the southwest section, where you guys enter into, you see 5, 6. There's 6 of these kind of humanoid rat creatures. They're all just kind of milling about, doing their things, whatever. But one of them in particular is sitting on like a chair, and she looks to be like some sort of chieftain-esque lady.
Oh. Well,
the chieftain's left. Everyone gets a level.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Level up. I'm gonna roll for hit points.
Damn it, the chieftain's back.
Yeah. They disappeared in a. I can't think of like a Western version of somebody like disappearing in a puff of smoke. Dust. Sandstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was seems that our dungeon master bit the dust. I pull off my sunglasses. I now have on phone.
Hi, sorry, my internet keeps just like randomly popping out for some reason today. It's really
damn.
I did say best tits in the chat by mistake instead of besties. So let's rewind this.
That's karma.
That was a lot, Robin. Okay, so these rat-like creatures, there's about 6 of them, including the leader lady,
sitting on a
you're
chair.
assuming is Zaleen, who was referred to outside. She's just kind of like barking orders at people and telling people.
She also a rat?
She is also one of these rat people.
Okay.
These rat-like humanoids. You can see that she's barking orders, and 2 to 3 of those rat people seem to leave the cave through the eastern entrance, and they have headed off that way. So you're left with 2 more were-rats, herself and the 2 guards that brought you in, and then the 4 giant rats in the top. This woman looks over and just says, who are these people? Ren, Gregory, why have you brought me 2 people? Or why have you brought me 3 people? What is this? And
Howdy.
Ren and Gregory, the 2 kind of go like, wait, there was more of them. There was more of them.
Another one.
And then Celine's just kind of like, so you've lost people in my minds. the two of you are incompetent. Explain yourselves now. Who are these people? They say they're apple salespeople. Come to sell apples. And then she's just like, and why would you bring
He's
them
so for
into?
real.
Why would you bring them into our home? They're clearly lying. Nobody sells apples. That's weird.
Howdy, ma'am. My name is Patrick T. McGuffin, and I work for Edermarth Orchards, and I sell apples.
Give me a deception check.
Oh, Oster is gone.
18.
Oh, the stream is spazzing out as well.
Oh, no.
Maybe
It's a little crunchy.
It's a little glitchy. It's a little glitchy.
Yep.
It's still good.
It's still good. It's still good. It's still good. What did you get?
Yeah.
18. I got an 18.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is Declan still here?
You finally thought of a name and you
Yeah.
got it. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. She just kind of goes, Edermans. Oh, I've heard of that place. Oh, it's down by. You two are fools and idiots. These are clearly supply merchants who are trying to come in here and sell us something for our gold. We don't want it. I'm sorry. I understand you've come a long way with your wares, but we don't need it. We don't want it. We have all of the food in the surrounding areas that we need. We are carnivores, I will have you know. We don't
You
really-
might want to reconsider that. I pull my poncho aside to show my pistol, aka my longbow.
Are you threatening me to buy apples?
Indeed, these are hard times in the West.
We're not West.
Give me an intimidation check with advantage, I guess.
We're like north.
Also, we
We're
have
favored.
no apples with us.
He did not bring any.
Oh,
This is-
thank God for
There's
that,
like maybe
man.
like 7 apples in the fruit basket.
This is so wild. I didn't expect any of this. 2 twos?
22.
Oh, 22.
Oh.
She just kind of says, well, no need to get rash, you strange person. You want us to buy your apples? Fine. Look, we have some gold in the back. We can give you some gold. And you hear Don John beside you just kind of like elbow you. Fong is like, that gold is mine. The gold in here is mine. I'll pay y'all when you get back to town.
We
hear?
shall see.
Good.
We shall see.
Alrighty. Well, Missy, I'm assuming you're Miss Celine, correct? And then she just kind of like fixes her posture, looks towards Fung, immediately looks away, is absolutely terrified of Fung. It's just kind of like, yes, that is me. This is our home now. What do you want? Is it just apples you're selling? And he just kind of says, well, this here is actually property of a company up in Neverwinter. I'm a representative, and we're gonna need you to leave, I'm afraid. And she just kind of like, again, looks over at Fung, and it's just like, fuck. Well, look, our home has been taken from us, actually, and that's why we're here. And I believe we would like to go back to there. It's over in Coneyberry, near the Shrine of Savras. That's where we're from, but we were so ruthlessly kicked out by those orcs. They were just so rude and mean. Give me an insight check, everybody.
Yeah, I was about to ask for an insight check. I know nothing.
The intimidation shook her, so she's like, you're not sure what it is about what she's saying so far, but you're like, where's the story here? What's
That's
this?
a 17 for Oster.
Ooh.
And what did you get, Fung?
Oh, 5.
Oh, yeah, there's like nothing's adding up here. She only started talking about this like as soon as she got scared. It seems like she backpedaled to the sob story because she's scared.
That's
She
mighty
seemed really
convenient.
confident when you guys came in, and as soon as Fung kind of shook her down a little bit, immediate sob story, lies, whatever.
Miss Celine, if I might dare to ask a question, what happened to the miners that were mining?
Oh, they they're around somewhere probably. I think I don't. That doesn't really. That's not a. Why do you care? We're
well,
here
it's
now.
customers. And he's just kind of like look
But
over
aren't
at
we your
Fung.
customers now?
Well,
Isn't that
more
what this
like
is all about?
a wider economic base in which to
Well,
grow
they
our.
probably live in that dwarf town, Fandel list or whatever that place. They're probably down there. I don't like this line of questioning. I think you're threatening me.
No, I'm not. That's what Fung's doing.
What's everybody's AC?
Wow. 14.
14.
Two daggers get like thrown towards the two of you. Oster, it's gonna miss you with a nat 1. So do you have deflect missiles yet?
I do.
I am going to give you the opportunity to use that, even though it hasn't hit you because they got a nat 1. And the guards, the three that were leaving are like in that hallway leaving as this like happens, and they're kind of you kind of notice them kind of like around the corner, like, oh, things are getting weird, things are getting spooky. At 11 plus, I definitely have their stats in front of me.
You so do.
Plus 4. So it's a 15 to hit Fung. I'm assuming that hits.
Oh boy. Yep.
It's not going to be much. It's
Good thing we're 3rd level now.
It is 5 piercing damage. I didn't think it was going to be much, but it was more than I thought. Wait, hold on. 4 piercing damage. You're going to take 4 piercing damage as one of the daggers like hits you in the arm. And Ostra, if you would like to deflect missiles, you may.
I do, but I'm actually like, because I still don't want this to escalate into a full-on brawl. Like, he's playing dumb.
Oh, it has.
Too late.
escalated
They hit
as
Fung.
an
It's
attack.
over.
Well,
Balls out.
I could lie to Fung. I might be able to do a deception on Fung. They're all
You
dead,
see?
Fung. You're just in a red
Just
misted
just
rain.
gaslight Fung into not
So
killing
you
all
see
of
the
them.
dagger stabbed. That was
Yes.
immediately after she took the dagger, she's like, oh, and then she's gonna dramatically take off her sunglasses. I'm gonna enjoy this. Pow, pow.
Sunglasses. Why does she have sunglasses? I
Yep.
love it.
Probably not
And
an
I'm gonna
invention.
Taking off multiple pairs of them.
Yep.
They're like out to here.
Yep.
Each time
She takes off one pair, there's another underneath,
Yep.
and then she's able to pull it down like that and look dramatically over them.
Oh yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
then if
I'm-
like
Because we still don't know where the miners are, so I'm gonna I won't kill these people. I just want to knock them unconscious.
yeah. So she like Oster is going to
Restraint.
full on like he's not wearing a poncho. Like all he's wearing is a neckerchief. So he's gonna like flap that,
Hell yeah.
and then do kind of a spin kick on the dagger, and he's going to kick it into the wall. He's not going to deflect it back at her. He's going to kind of kick it and have it bounce off the wall.
They died again.
They died again.
Fung killed all of them.
Yeah. I needed one Fung.
It's all right if I stick my hand up there.
I can make them talk.
Yeah.
I don't know where the miners are.
Yeah, like
I love apples.
when the DM's away, the players will play.
The rats will play.
We make
whatever.
muppets out of their rats.
No.
All right.
They were back.
Oh,
They're
God.
gone. Oh no.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. All right. Are you stable now?
No, they're gone again.
Did they come in again? I didn't see them at all.
They came in for like a split second and then
Yep.
they were gone again.
It's time for our weekly schedule of
Technical
GM-less
difficulty.
gaming.
There's
Freeform.
3 GMs here. Someone
Yeah.
take over.
Yeah.
All right, so I've decided that the were rats are no longer were rats; they're normal rats, and we put them in a cage.
They're mole people.
Oh yes, they're mole people.
They're
They're the
mole
big
people.
bat. They're the new
Yeah.
big bat now.
Yeah.
the
Like that
mole
one-
people
like that
of
one-
Icespire Peak.
Yep.
Like the one
Toriel.
guinea pig movie where the mole is
Yep.
evil.
Oh, and Toriel is now flat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The moon is made of cheese.
which the mole people want to get to.
Exactly.
But the mole people are currently lactose intolerant, so they're currently trying to start a ritual to stop their lactose intolerance, so that they
And
can
that's
eat
what-
the moon.
Yep.
I want to keep this going, so Dahlia had zero context.
I did come in on they're doing a ritual to eat the moon to stop their
Okay.
lactose intolerance. I'm assuming this is the mole people.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You're a quick study.
Yeah.
Nice
Thank you.
one.
I did come up with the theory, so I assumed that was more conspiracy theory nonsense.
Who could ever be?
So they're actually stealing the dwarves to harvest their constitution.
Ooh.
Sorry, my internet keeps crapping out. It's really
No,
irritating.
it
I'm so sorry.
happens.
I'm back.
Don't worry.
Hopefully it's
Yep.
it's done that now.
But yes,
So-
I'm blasting.
So we are going to move to initiative, except we do have Oster. What did you do with the dagger?
He
Dual wield longbows.
full on. He did a spin kick and he kicked it into the wall. Like he didn't kick it at her. Like he
Perfect.
off the wall.
Give me another intimidate. Give me an intimidation check with that, because that's kind of like that's like I could have thrown that at you.
Okay, that's also a 0. That is a 3.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't really.
They're like, ha, you missed.
yeah, it's very that. She's like, you missed me. Everybody roll
I
initiative.
mean, no,
need
I
to-
know.
Yeah.
So
Now
you
she's
know
also
your
really
incompetence.
stupid.
I'm learning.
What's happening with Gideon and Deceit?
I will
Yeah,
get to that when I just get initiatives in
Will I
this little tracker
do
thing that I have.
initiative,
That's
or are
cool.
they doing it?
What?
Will I do initiative?
Oh, I will get back to you to see in a second.
Just apology. It's a 9 for Oster.
You
16
will
for
probably
me.
have to roll initiative 2.
What? But I'm so stealthy.
16.
Nice.
Sorry, no. I will ask for numbers in just a
Oh,
moment.
okay. Yeah,
We're
you
having
know what?
rats for dinner tonight.
I'm gonna keep all the rats, like all the rat guards, on the one initiative order. I think.
Yeah, that works.
Sorry, I definitely wrote all this out beforehand.
Absolutely.
Girl, they have a lot of hit points. What the fuck? Never mind. I didn't say anything.
They have a lot of toes, is what they said.
They
Toe
do.
points.
They do. Lots of toe points. Oh my god, I'm really bad at this.
Nah, you're fine.
Why is that one? I have to put like more of them in so that I can keep track of HP separately. I found an initiative tracker and it's actually kind of cool.
I just realized that out of character, we cannot beat these creatures because they're were-rats and we have no silver weapons. This fight can
don't
only
think-
go one way.
They're not.
I don't think
they're
were
not
rats.
They're not werewolves.
No, all
don't
were
think the
creatures
same-
have immunity. Yeah, all of them.
I think they just have.
Um,
I think it's just a vulnerability to silvered weapons.
No, is it?
Oh,
might start-
damage immunity.
Oh, yep, I was
I
right.
love that.
We lose this fight,
Excuse
and our
me,
only spellcaster's not here.
bestie.
Yeah, I totally.
to die.
totally saw that.
You so totally read that.
Totally read that.
Well, I mean, I'm not there.
Oh
so-
wait, hold on. Oh yeah. It's fine. Who cares? What are they gonna do?
Eat us.
Not die.
It's fine. Where
We'll all
am
be
I?
were-rats by the end of this session.
Yeah, maybe. That would be fun.
Oh, I would make a great rat boy.
I really don't want that.
Oster, what was your initiative again?
9.
9. Fun?
16.
Gideon, roll initiative for me too, just because I'll get back to you in a second.
21.
Ooh.
Perfect. And Deceit. Rolled a 20. Not Nat. Gideon. Cool. So 2 of the were-rats are going to peel off. The 2 guards are going to peel off, and they are going to head towards the noise that they heard coming from up to the north of their chamber. So they are going to be heading towards Deceit and Gideon. Who is this? This is fun. I'm just gonna say, because because we're like remembering this, I don't care about the silvered weapon nonsense. Let's just this none of this is real anyway.
Yeah, period.
That's the DM throwing us a pity cone.
They don't have to be were rats. They're just rat folk. Like,
Yeah, they're just freaky little guys. They are mole
They're
people.
just freaky little guys.
they're just flushed away.
Oh my god! You know what? I think they are mole people.
So they're claymation mole people.
Yeah,
claymation rat people.
Get into it.
Voiced
And they're
by
and
whoever they were.
they're British.
And they're British. Yeah, they suddenly become British.
Yeah, Emily Blunt is there. I'm pretty sure Emily Blunt voiced the girl rat.
Probably.
Yeah.
That sounds like
she
an
did.
Emily Blunt role.
And
I don't
Hugh
know who
Jackman
who
is
the boy rat was. Hugh
it's
Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, right? Yeah.
Oh, was
Bill
he?
Nye
Word.
was in it as well.
Oh yeah, he was the the rat up top, the one
Yeah.
footy rat.
So
Yep.
we're going to go into initiative order, but you know what? Y'all don't know that these are were rats. You think they're mole people. So we can do combat regularly, and y'all will probably die. Or we can do combat in such a way that we can kind of turn it into like a skill check event.
Ooh, a skill check
after
event would be cool.
the fact.
I'm down
So
to
we
do a
can
skill check event.
play this a few ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Oster wasn't gonna fight. Well, he was gonna fight, but he was gonna take one of the normal rats because you said they were giant rats.
Yes.
The
They're just kind of
hostage.
chilling.
Yeah, he's gonna take one of them hostage. Like his whole like.
Yeah.
Like,
And Feng wasn't trying to kill them anyway. She wants to knock them unconscious to assert dominance and also revenge for stabbing her.
You do notice that Don John does pull out a blade out of his side. Or he pulls out like an axe. Let's give him an axe. He seems like an axe kind of guy.
An axe body spray kind of guy.
Yes.
yeah, we're just gonna let that hang there like axe body spray.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
I actually need to add him to the. I need to add him to the initiative order.
I would like to
15
ask
dice.
you a few questions.
Oh.
Can I ask you something?
Can I ask you a question? Okay, so Gideon, what are you doing? You hear the rattling of those bones and they echo. You know that this is loud and you are probably heard.
Heard, but not seen. I am trying to stay hidden. And
Sure.
I am going to ambush the first. Wait, do I hear? I don't hear signs of a fight or anything yet, do I?
You hear shouting and stuff, and it does not sound great.
Okay, cool.
And you hear boots like running.
Okay,
in
okay. Gideon will turn to Deceit and be like,
"We got this." Deceit is actually going to cast invisibility on themselves. They were going to cast it on you, but they're going to cast it on themselves because
no, that'd be useless on me. I'm about to like whack shit.
And they are going to stealth. They are pretty fucking hard to see. You don't know where they've gone.
Sure.
Do you want to give me another stealth check? You can give it to me with advantage because you're out of the way.
Sure. And I like that they're like Gideon's not like directly beneath like the chime alarm thing, so he's like they're gonna be looking there and not where Gideon is.
Yeah,
and they're both really bad rolls. Highest is a 9.
Oh no, they have. They might not see you. They might not see you. They might not see you.
They might not see
me. We are going to move then to. I'm assuming you're like preparing an attack for something when it comes out.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to ready just a short sword attack.
Perf.
Going for the ankles.
We're going to move to the rats' turns, and they are going to do some attacking. 2 of them are going to run out into the hallway where Deceit and Oster are.
They're doing attack.
They do not see you, so go with advantage on your attack.
Me? Oh, yay!
Yeah, because they do not see you. They rolled a 6 and an 8.
Gideon's like, I'm invisible.
I just see it's like, no, that's me. No, that's me.
I'm invisible. There's a what's my plus to hit? It's a +5, 14.
14. That hits. Yeah, that absolutely hits.
Yay! Okay, cool. So it's gonna be a d6 on that, and I cannot use that because it needs to be during my turn. Can I use something else? I can use that. Okay, cool. It's a 5 plus 3 is 8 points of damage, and an extra 3 points of damage for favored foe.
So that's how many?
5, 8, 11.
I am going to say that these guys, instead of the silver thing, I'm going to say they take half from...
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not going to be damage immunity. It's going to be damage resistance. What's half of 11? Like 6?
Yeah.
So, oh my god, I just gave him hit points. Hits
No.
him, but it doesn't look like it does as much as it should have. Yeah, I just healed him with that arrow. Does not look like it did as much as it should have.
Rats. Fuck.
Literally. They use their turn getting out to you, but they are now aware of you. The other 3, including Zelene, are all going to attack Fung, Donjon, and Oster. Another dagger being thrown at Oster. That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits.
Didn't miss that part.
Sorry, 22 to hit. That is going to be 4 points of piercing damage. And then... Where is the stats on these bad boys? And then the other one, it's going to run towards you, Fung, and it's going to bite you.
Not the bite.
Misses. It's going to short sword attack you, and that also misses because your AC is what, 14?
Yes.
Yeah, you got a 12 and a 7. The other one's not close enough to do a bite attack on you, Oster, and he's happy enough to throw daggers. And Zelene is going to run up and short sword and bite our boy. That's going to hit. That's going to hit. Oh my god.
Donnie Johnny?
Yeah. She's going to hit for 5.
Yeah, that's fine.
She's going to hit for 5, 6, 7, 8. Slashing and piercing damage. Donnie Johnny is going to go down a little bit. He's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is he going to become rat?
He's fine.
Oh,
he made it.
I want someone to become
I don't think the save is very high.
Yeah, but we're in an unlucky bunch.
True. Somebody might become a were-rat for a portion of time.
I'm manifesting that for myself.
I'm manifesting it for you too. Betsy.
Yeah, I mean, in my rat era.
So we're going to move to Fung.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to, because again we need information from them, so I am just going to wrestle this rat down and hog tie it with my ropes.
Hell yeah. Give me a grapple check, but with advantage because you're hog tying it. That's dope.
Let's go. Natural 20.
Hell yes. A Fung just like expertly whips around
lasso,
like in a Tom and Jerry cartoon. I just do this and then I pull and your legs just
because of that nat 20. I'm gonna give you a free action surge this turn. That's dope.
Work.
Let's go.
Kick him while he's down.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie that one down, and then I'm gonna make my way over to Zelene, and then I'm gonna also attempt to lasso Zelene as the leader.
Nice.
Going nuts.
Yeah. Give me another grapple check.
Okay. Oh, nope, 2. Oh, I guess plus stuff is like 4.
Oh no, 4. Did you say?
Yeah.
Wait, did you get advantage on that one because you're lassoing?
Oh yes. Thank God. 9.
Okay, yeah. She sees you go into lasso and she like lashes out at it with her sword, and she's like, "What the fuck? What are you people?" Dawn is going to just like he just like sticks his sword in the ground. I've suddenly edited things about this character in my mind that are now canon. So I'm
it's
sorry.
canon.
You notice that like his sword glows, and all of those boys are gonna need to make. They all failed spectacularly because their wisdom is really freaking low. You see him stick his sword in the ground, and there's like a holy symbol on a part of his axe. He like kind of hammers it into the ground. There's like a little holy symbol on his axe that's like a little symbol of like a coin. You assume it's probably some god of trade or of trading or of gold or something. And he just seems to invoke something, and they are all afraid of him. They all just kind of
the
like
Bitcoin logo.
But
Oh, no.
they just start
He's
to
a crypto.
back.
He's data mining.
They just start to back up from him, and they've kind of like are dropping their weapons and stuff now, and they're just kind of like, whatever you are, we don't want much to do with this, and we're just gonna back away a little bit slowly and carefully. And he just like takes the axe back up in his hand and just kind of like clips it back to his side and just like walks towards where her chair was and starts kind of like basically rifling through her stuff. He has this like incredible sort of like weird magnetism about him that he feels really scary right now. I'm actually going to need Fung and Oster to give me wisdom saving throws.
Oh boy.
For being around him.
Ooh, okay.
I am not good at that. Oh, 6.
That is a dirty 20.
Oster, you are not afraid of him, but you can feel some sort of holy magic compelling people to be scared of this man. It feels like it's that kind of fear that you have when you see somebody who has a lot of money and a lot of power. It's that fear of like, this person could probably destroy me if they wanted to. It doesn't work on Oster because he comes from a very humble background. Money doesn't mean
Can't
a
really
whole lot to
comprehend
him.
really
It's not
rich people.
Yeah, it's very, and Fung, this terrifies Fung because you know what rich people do to each other to destroy one another, and you're like, oh, he's the real deal. Like, he's scary. You feel this like power of like money and influence over him. The rats just start to flee. They just start to leave the room. Gideon, however, this does leave you still in a tussle with Deceit with two were-rats who have not
Say
been privy
less.
to this
I'm ready to tussle. I'm gonna Beyblade the shit out of this fucker.
Wow. So as these rats all just basically start to pick up and go, the one hogtied on the floor does not. He's just hogtied on the floor. He's restrained currently. The rats in the corner just kind of like scuttle about and just kind of like hide in the corner and are just kind of like looking at you. Donna's just like, I wanted to see what they do first when confronted, but honestly, I didn't really want to resort to this quickly.
They attacked first.
They did, but we kind of came into their space and threatened them, but I was probably going to do a lot worse to them if they kept going.
Well, we have this one to question now. I pick up the were-rat I hogtie. Yep, like a bundle.
He's just like biting at you. He's like, let me go. Let me go.
Answer our questions and I will release you from your predicament.
Just
So, when do the apples arrive?
I think we can drop that charade, Oster.
Deceit is just like in the room and he just like appears because they absolutely left Gideon because they were like, I'm not dealing with this. And I was like, Oster, my darling, the apples, we didn't have them. It was a lie.
Oh!
The apple has dropped, I believe. I wonder how Gideon's getting along. We cut back. Gideon, make me like 6 attack rolls for the crack.
Yeah,
because, like,
absolutely.
we didn't get to do a lot of
Do
combat because.
Do I have 6? I've got 4. I've got 4 d20s right now.
But I want to see what would happen. How many attacks Gideon would hit. I think the rats.
I'm doing sword hand, but short sword bonus action short sword or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The other rats run out of the room and kind of like basically get like kind of pull the other fellas along or trying to pull them along with them. But we'll see how much Gideon can clock them on their way out.
It's an 8, a 13, a 16, and a 19 for the first 4. What's
Nice.
what's the rat AC?
12. So you hit with
12?
3 of them.
3 of them.
We lost
Mike.
we lost him. Oh, they're back.
Me? Did I go?
Mm.
It's been so inconsistent tonight. People have kept blipping and stuff, and it's been very strange. I blame my internet. I apologize. But yeah, let's just roll out some damage for me, and we'll see how much one of them gets fricked up. They have a lot of HP, and they do have resistance to your damage. So
Yeah. So for the first one that I'm still attacking, I'll just roll a d6 and a d4. So that is 7, 12 on the first hit. An additional d6 as the moths get in for attacks and bites.
Little minions.
So it's an extra 2 points of damage. So it's 14 points of damage on the first hit. Second hit with that, if he's still alive, he's still my favorite foe. He's still my enemy.
Yeah, they're definitely still alive.
Yeah, sure. Another 5 and a 2. So that's 11 points of damage. Where did my nice d4 fell down? Okay. And then, damn, these are rolling really good. That's 13 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Last one.
And that is just 8. 8, I think.
Very close.
8. Can I do any extras? Can I do? Wait! I have Orcish Fury. Once per short rest, when I hit with an attack using a simpler martial weapon, I can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional die and add it as extra damage.
Go for it.
Okay, that's an additional 4 points of damage.
Very close. They do get away. You are going to take some hits in the mean for kind of like, this is what would have been happening. These attacks were what would have been happening while y'all were gone.
Wait, can I, in terms of like is that one turn? Because it's a once during each of my turns I can add an extra d6.
Is that Orcish Fury?
No, it's my swarm attack.
It's already been a lot of math.
I know, but I want to do more. Because if you gave me 6 attacks, that means it was 3 turns. So that means I should get 2 extra d6.
Well, then one of them's dead.
Yay!
And you've taken
probably like a teensy bit off the other one.
Yeah, like a tiny bit off. No, yeah, a tiny bit off the other one. You've taken. I know how to friggin' do maths. That's 4 and 2. And 4 and 2 is 12. Yeah, you would have taken quite a bit. You would have taken 20 points of damage in that little scuffle. And then the other rats kind of catch up and usher the others away from you and pull their unconscious friend along with them. And we are left in the cavern then with Fung, Oster, Deceit, and I'm assuming Gideon trailing in, covered in blood.
Gideon like drags himself in I'll put a trail of blood behind him. He's like, guys, I got one. He's like, and he's got like a severed rat head. He's just like, I got one.
Good job. You look.
Gideon like turns over, rolls on his back. He's just like, oh, I'm really hurt. he's just gonna wave a hand, and the moths are gonna kind of coat his body, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
And as Don John starts, kind of sits down on Zelene's throne, or her chieftain chair. Oh my god, is this? I thought I got blipped out again. He sits down on her little chair, and he just kind of says, "You lot have helped me get here. That's your job done. So if you want to head back to town and get your reward, you can. But I could maybe see myself parting with a little bit more coin if you were to help me make sure this place is nice and cleaned out for my little outfit out in Neverwinter. What do we say?"
Gideon just starts going to the giant rats in the room and starts attacking them.
They just scurry away from you. It's just like a child like running around after a dog. Like that's the vibe.
He's gonna start like tracking them and chasing them down.
Deceit is just kind of like, well, I heard money. That sounds wonderful. What do we think?
These creatures have besmirched my honor as I rip the dagger out from my shoulder. I will repay in kind.
I mean, I'm all for helping. He's just gonna like take the dagger from Fung, like just to like just gonna put that down here. And he's just gonna like kind of like Oster's gonna look at everybody and just like just so are we? And he like so if Gideon, you came from so we up, and he's gonna maybe point at kind of one of the passageway kind of leading kind of up.
Gideon turns to the scary cowboy. He's gonna be like, "Do you only want the gold? Can we take other stuff?"
Whatever.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you can take a look around this room if you want to, but we are going to pull out from
the
little
toe
cavern, and we're going to pull back onto the stage, and you see Deceit with a pickaxe now, and like no shirt and like miner's goggles, just standing posing at
covered
the
in
end of
covered
the
in soot.
performance. Covered in soot, and like there's gold on the stage and stuff, and they're just like standing posed. Well, what do we think? I really think that that's how it all went. Probably. I can't believe that you believed your own apple lie. I'm so proud of you, Oster.
I think at this point, Oster has like. If Deceit just started straight into the performance, Oster was in the kitchen making. So Oster just kind of comes out, and it's like,
what?
Okay. And he's gonna slide kind of another tray of these kind of like.
Are you just donuts?
It's more like a biscuit. Like it's a
okay.
biscuit.
Everybody has a try. I need everybody to roll me a d20, please. So we're gonna have a.
And just so you know, what Fung referred to is basically cookies, but she doesn't know it's called cookies, so she called them flat cakes.
Yeah,
you're like Sten from Dragon Age. Oh,
17.
Wait, Constitution is it?
No,
nope,
just
a flat d20.
Oh, 19.
Nice. Oster?
19 as well.
Oh my god. You are
Oster, you did
so
well.
close to the recipe. Like it feels like the thing is, right, the only person that this would annoy are Oster and Fung, because they're like, oh, it's so close, it's almost there, because like, but you're very happy with it. It is delicious. Gideon and I rolled a 17, or I rolled a 16 for Deceit, and Gideon, you rolled what, a 17?
17, yeah.
Delicious, like so good. So we're eating them. Roll me for the moths.
No crumbs. The moths are not touching that. That's not moth food. Don't be ridiculous. Gideon, when somebody offers a cookie to Gideon, Gideon's like, they are on a strict diet.
Deceit was definitely trying to feed
I'm,
the moths.
yeah, he's like, I'm not.
100%.
And-
That is the only time in the history of their friendship that Oster did not pay attention to deceit.
Love it. I love
Like,
it.
that
I love
is
it.
the so
He was in a
like
fugue state trying to
the
get
whole
these
like
cookies right.
lying about the apple. He's like, what the hell? Like,
What
I have no
happened?
idea. Okay, yeah, nope.
And yeah, we leave our heroes there, trying cookies, having delicious food, and remembering exact accounts of what happened on their adventures, with no lies, nothing
No
made up,
misinformation.
no
No.
misinformation.
No conspiracy
Actually,
theories.
misinformation is in next season. She's the character I'm playing next season. So
Misinformed.
It's just deceit with a wig.
it's just to see always in disguise self. They always have one spell slot burned for disguise self to be misinformation.
Shall we roll a d4?
Yes, please.
Okay. Get them up on screen.
Oh, who's what number?
So we'll
Oh.
go from Nikki, you're 1, Ralph 2, I'll be 3, and Emma will be 4.
2 boots.
And we will do it that way. So I think that should be. I might have to do a sort of a. Okay. Think I have it ready. I'm just going to throw this and see if it works.
Perfecto.
Something's on my. Oh, hang on. I know I did this wrong. I done goofed it.
Yeah, it says 4d6 for me for some reason.
Yeah, I think I just goofed it. That's all.
That's okay.
So if I.
Rats.
I have to do a window share. That's what I have to do. I was doing browser. That's why it wasn't doing anything. Okay.
Sure.
Remove this. Look, it's the content people come here for.
Absolutely.
Dice roll. And ignore what's on the screen now. That is horrendous. Studio mode. There we go. We'll do it this way.
Oh,
I feel like I do need to claim to fame. I do now have the first place of the most bits donated.
I'll get more bits.
I don't know. I'm not gonna buy any. I just had 50 on my Twitch account for some reason, and I spent 40.
Yeah, I had 8 left over, and I don't know why.
Here we go.
oh, sorry. Hope that's not picking up. I've been just tossing my dice back and it's just rattling. Hope it's not picked up by the mic.
It's a mild rattle.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
I like that game. My friend did this running Dragon Scale dice back.
Cute.
Class.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm almost ready. Someone do a distraction.
So
Rats. We all have them. Who loves them?
that's why they're at Dragon. That's why they're at the Icespire Peak. They're trying to build a Tower of Babel-like structure to reach the moon to devour the cheese.
Hell yes.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited for
Battle for your
to
life,
actually believe
Babylon.
this as like an adult person as well, like as like the older Fung to fully still believe that the mole people are trying to take over the world.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, she's like fresh cut grass. Oh no, just believing that Exandria is flat.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
boy.
I think I got it sorted. I think it should hopefully be on screen.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So okay, D4 ready. Clear. Throw. Okay. So just a quick recap. Nikki is 1, Ralph's 2, I'm 3, and Emma is 4. Well, that's the 3.
Who's that?
Oh.
That's me.
You're back.
Welcome back.
We're so back.
Back in force.
Put the DM ears back on.
Like
We'll make Dahi do it again.
You know what? For those wondering what my headcanon for Mr. Don John is in my mind, he is an Oath of Conquest paladin to the goddess Joaquin, who is the goddess of like coinage and like the merchant's friend or whatever. So his He's literally just like a venture capitalist in my mind.
Oh my
100 when
God.
you said the god of trade, my brain went in a completely different direction the first time.
So did I. I
Yeah.
said it and I was just like,
Trade.
trading.
Trade and commerce.
Trade and
Exchange,
commerce.
money exchange for goods and services.
Services.
He's walking. He's walking trade. He's walking face. He's walking face.
You owe
Walking.
everything.
That's
Walking
the goddess. The goddess is walking face. Sorry.
Okay, before we bounce, a couple of quick things to just flag. If you like these kinds of shenanigans, we want to watch more of them. We're back in 2 weeks. I will be in the DM chair. Thankfully, before then, on Monday, I'll have a chance to kind of dust off the cobwebs, as we have a new episode of Beyond Horizon's Edge live streamed here on Monday, 8 p.m. UTC +1. We have an event, a big charity stream coming up at the end of July, beginning of August, raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. And next week, if you keep an eye on our socials or you head over to our Discord server, applications for the 10 games that will be running over 2 days will be open for people to sign up to and get involved in. And hopefully we have the Tiltify link up and running soon as well, so that people can make donations. That's it. There's a teaser episode dropping this Friday of Romancing the Dungeon.
Is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's like don't get your hopes up. It's not like a full episode. It's like a little thing that we did, but it's funny.
To be fair, I was part of Grove is in the Heart, so I knew it was happening there, so it wasn't new content for me. So now that there's new content again, I'm like, yay!
This is something silly and funny that we were like, okay, let's just do something silly and funny at the start.
Let's do a silly one.
Let's do something silly. So we decided to do that, and that's dropping tomorrow morning. So hopefully we'll see you back here on Monday for Beyond Horizon's Edge. Next Thursday, I will be doing an episode of Ben and Declan on a roll. You can catch me here. I'll be Sans Ben, but I'll still be on a roll. I haven't decided about what yet, but I will be. And I will be loud about it and obnoxious about it. Until then, have a good evening, have a good night, and see you soon. Thanks so much, everybody, for playing. Thanks, Dahi, for such a fun session to come back to.
Yee, and I cannot say this enough. Ha.
Oh.
Can we get a yeehaw in chat? Can we get yeehaws in chat?
Yeehaw.
Cicadas.
And on that note, I'm bouncing. Good night.
No.